Hey guys, welcome back to Tank Garage. My name is Frank and I'll be the man behind the camera. In today's video, we're installing the Sport Perforated leather shifter on our 2007 Volvo S80 V8. Before the video starts, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. Before we go ahead and install the shifter, guys, let's get a cold start. It is currently 2 degrees Celsius in Montreal, Quebec, Canada on our straight pipe V8. Alright guys, so today, like I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be installing the Sport Perforated leather shifter on the Volvo V8. So, this is a OEM part from Volvo directly, ordered from the Volvo website. It comes with its own little instruction installation guide. It is a fairly easy install. You do need a couple of hand tools. You will need, according to the guide, a couple of flathead screwdrivers. I will show you guys once we get inside of the car. So there's a special way to lifting up the old gear shifter and taking it out, because there's actually 2 pins at the very bottom where the little chrome pieces right here. There's 2 little pins that hold everything together. So this is the new shifter. I will try to get a couple of B-rolls for you guys. This is actually very, very beautiful. The only thing I would have changed was the stitching on the side. Would have been really nice if it was blue. But other than that, it's a very nice leather. It is a sport leather, so you have like that kind of Alcantara feel to it. It is perforated in the middle, so shouldn't get too hot in the summer and things like that. Plus, you remove all of the wood trims on the side, which looks, you know, kind of outdated in 2022, and just makes the overall look of the interior of the car way better. Alright, so what I did, guys, is I went inside and grabbed a couple of these little plastic trim remover tools. I'm just gonna move the camera up a bit so you guys can see me a little better. So I grabbed a couple of plastic trim remover tools just to start off with this, because I will show you guys inside of the car. The way the shifter comes out is, like I mentioned in the last little shot, there's 2 little clips on the inside that you have to pull apart. I'm gonna start with these, since these are pretty much harmless to the kind of stainless steel, chrome metalish type of covering that there is on top of the little shifter, so the actual stick of the shifter. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna grab the, you know, the actual screwdriver. Make sure you use a flathead screwdriver so it's easier to put under and to pull out. You don't want to pull too hard. You don't want to break the old shifter, guys, if ever there's a problem with the new shifter or something like that. I'm going to rock it for about maybe 2-3 weeks. Make sure everything's good. There's nothing that breaks inside, no defaults from manufacturing. And then we're going to go ahead and just sell the old one. So if any of you guys are interested in the old one, I will show you guys. It is the old actual style that came with these S80 V8s, any S80 of those years with the wood trim on the side, so it is the darkish kind of wood trim. So I just went ahead and sit on the other side of the car, guys, so you guys can see properly at the very bottom of the shifter. So take the new shifter as a representation. You're gonna have this little kind of chrome stainless steel part, which you have to turn on one side and pull down just like this. As you guys can see, it is the same thing on the old shifter. So you're gonna take this little chrome piece right at the bottom right here, shift it towards the left side and pull it down just a tiny bit so you can release all of the bottom of the shifter. Once that is done, you guys can see the little pins that I was talking about right here. So these little black pins are what you need to remove in order to pull the whole shifter out. So I'm gonna put this to the side so I don't scrape anything. We're gonna start with the plastic tools just to make sure that it is possible. You know, if it's not possible actually to do it with those, then we'll use the good old screwdrivers. So first one you need to put at the back right here. You kind of wanna squeeze it in. And the other one in the back is actually kind of difficult, guys. So I'm just gonna step out of the car and try to lay down like this and pull it back like that. It would actually be a very good idea, now that I'm thinking of it, of pulling it into neutral and pulling the handbrake. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So sorry for the loud ding noise, guys. I'm just going to make sure that I'm able to remove this before I actually put the car back into park. So we're gonna take our tools like these. I hope I'm speaking loud enough, so this is kind of annoying, but you're gonna put your tool at the bottom right here. You wanna squeeze it in, I'm gonna grab the smaller one for the back. And then you wanna push down on the lever and pull up a little bit like this. It is kind of hard to get it out, guys. I'm gonna turn the camera off just so I can focus and, you know, kind of look at my way, and I'll show you guys right after. Okay, so the shifter is now out. As you guys can see, I got the shifter out right here. So actually, when you want to take the shifter out, very important that you hold down on the lever in the back as you're pulling up. Just one straight shot, guys, and that's what the final result looks like. So you want to go ahead and remove this old piece right here, this old little trim piece. You want to put it back on top of the original shifter, and then you want to go ahead and install the new shifter. When you're installing the new shifter, guys, give me one moment. I'm going to go on the other side. So when you are installing the new shifter, guys, super important. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you hold down on the rear trigger here. So you want to push down like this. Okay, so I went and actually put the car in park so we could actually hear something now. Thank God. That little humming, ticking sound was pretty annoying. So when you have the new shifter like this, you want to make sure that the bottom little chrome piece slash stainless steel piece is twisted to the side properly like this. You want to make sure you push down on the lever as you're installing everything. So make sure everything is sideways. You want to go just like this. I'm just going to make sure everything is in the right place. So you want to make sure this is just like this, and you want to go straight down on it just like that, and then make sure that it is all the way down, and then you just twist and pull the part like that back. So this is the last part, and then you just want to give it a good yank. Make sure that nothing's coming out. Don't pull too hard again, guys. It is a transmission, so you don't want to break it. But you want to pull hard enough to make sure that it is not coming out. And the install is complete, guys. This was super easy. I'll show you guys a couple of B-rolls of the final result. This looks absolutely amazing. So here we have the old shifter next to the brand new perforated leather one. This looks absolutely amazing, and I'm super stoked about it. Alrighty, guys, everything is now installed back on the car, and it's time to show you guys some final result B-rolls. Enjoy. Alright guys, so we're gonna go on a quick test drive to make sure that the shifter works properly. I got my girlfriend here helping me out filming. So first impression, guys, the shifter is actually a little bit tinier than the original one, which was on the car, which had the little wood trim on the side. Reason being for that, I think, because since there is no wood trim on the side now and it's fully out of leather, you kind of have the feeling that is a little bit less like full in your hand. But I rather have this feel actually, guys, because the top of the shifter is actually a little bit bigger. Yes, I understand that this is a automatic transmission, but there is a manual mode on it, which is very nice to use with the exhaust, since you can make the exhaust pop and things like that, since we have the full custom straight pipe racing exhaust on it. So it actually feels very good in the hand, and anything just like that is it's actually a pretty good mod, guys. Honestly, for someone that spends a lot of time in their car like I do, we've already put like close to 3,000 miles on the car since purchased. It is very comfortable. I like it way better, you know, look wise than the wood trim, because the wood trim again just makes everything look so much more old, and now the car in the inside looks way more modern than it used to. All right guys, so now I'm gonna give you a little impression when you're in manual mode. So it feels a little bit more responsive. Little bonus, you guys are gonna get the nice little exhaust note here. So I didn't give you guys an update driving wise with the suspension as well. So the car corners a lot better. So like I was saying, the car corners a lot better than what it did with the factory suspension. I can't wait to actually install the sway bar in the rear, because this will actually tighten up the suspension way more and the whole chassis of the car. I also plan, guys, on installing probably an engine brace. I know there is one that is sold directly from, I believe, Viva Performance, which makes one of these. The only thing I think is the ABS system on the S80 is pretty restrictive, so I feel like I could push the car way more, and the system actually restricts it a lot more. So we're gonna get you guys a little downshift here and a little full throttle on the entrance of the highway. We always make sure that we follow the speed limits here, guys. So let's get a little, as you guys can hear, it's pretty loud on the pops. Always following the speed limit, guys. That's the #1 rule when you're driving. But actually, guys, like everything all together up to now, the build is just absolutely amazing. I'm super happy with the results that we've been having. So overall, the shifter feels way more nice. It actually gives a better sporty feel in the hand. And when you're shifting gears in manual mode, which I like to do a lot when I'm on the highway and stuff like that, you actually feel like you have a little bit more control over the shifter since it is fully out of leather, and you can kind of grip to it way better than the factory one. Final result is absolutely amazing. Again, guys, we are modernizing the S80 V8 before the summer comes, because then we have the wrap incoming and we have a bunch of other exterior mods that are incoming, guys, just like the tinted windows that we're actually doing this week. So there will be a video in maybe a week or two that is going to be uploaded regarding that. And then we have the rear sway bar that we still have to install, and a couple of little interior mods that we still have to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. See you, boys.